Okay, everyone, we've been talking about theory, concepts regarding HeartMath, and now it's time to let something become real for you, to see in practice what it takes to come into a state of what we've called physiological coherence. And personally, I've been working with this the past 2 years, working with the technology here, which I'm about to show you in a minute here. And I found that as I practice this each morning, that it's easier to set the tone for the day, like I've been speaking on, and to allow for a greater sense of serenity to set the stage for the day. So today during this session, I want to present how to use the technology. So how it works, I'm going to have my friend Sandy come and sit here. So you need to take your right earring off. Okay, so you'll notice there's a sensor, and there's 3 different sensors. There's a sensor you can use your thumb on, called an EM Wave 2. This sensor is called the inner balance sensor. You connect to your iPhone or your iPad, and now there's a Bluetooth sensor that you can set to your phone, your iPhone, or your iPad. So this is the inner balance one. So we'll connect that to Sandy's ear. And we'll begin with starting the application. And this, then you'll just sit and just sit as you would. And we'll just see where Sandy is for a baseline resting heart rate variability. Now again, heart rate variability has to do with the spaces between each heartbeat, and they should be slightly variable in a healthy variable way in order to provide a greater resilience for our nervous system. So right now we're picking up Sandy's HRV. We're about to hear a tone and a color. This is excellent. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see that from this distance, is that there's a dot right here, and it's green color. And I'll show Sandy right there. Okay. Now green is where you want to be. You want to learn how to live in sustained high coherence. Wow. Now right now Sandy is in blue. Blue is medium coherence. Now she's in green. Excellent. Very good. Okay. So we want to learn how to sustain that high coherence. And we want to learn how to shift if we are feeling stressed. So Sandy, for this moment, can you think of something that might stress you?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. It looks like you accept that challenge because you're staying in the high.
Did it change?
It changed. Actually, there we go. It changed a little bit to red there. So this will tell you whether you're in low coherence, medium coherence, or high coherence. When you hear that offbeat sound, that means you're in low coherence. So that's the time to practice. Now, in our sessions, we've talked about heart-focused breathing. So again, let's practice that. So hand over your heart, left hand, usually have left hand over your heart. And our left side is our receiving side, so we want to receive something into our heart that brings balance. Okay. And so we want to focus our feeling attention on our heart area. So focus your feeling attention in your heart area. Let me know when you have that. Okay, now think about it as if your nose is right there. Think about it as you're breathing slowly in through your heart and slower out through your heart. Slow in through your heart. And then even slower out through your heart. Okay, Sandy's in high coherence. Okay, now just a little taking note. When you feel a little stressed, if you just immediately put your feeling attention on your heart area, what they found through HeartMath, it actually helps to diffuse those accelerated thoughts we may have when we are stressed. When you hear that dot, 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 that means you're sustaining high coherence. That's where you want to live. Excellent, Sandy. Good. Okay, now to couple that with experiencing, re-experiencing a positive feeling. So we can focus on our breathing to get us in tune, but then to sustain it, we want to focus, re-experience a positive feeling. So considering something in your heart, bringing back to your memory in terms of something that made you feel peaceful, joyful, something you loved that made you feel at peace and joyful. Let me know when you have something. Now think of that feeling. If that feeling is really true to you, you'll feel it all over. But think about breathing that feeling in through your heart and out through your heart. Now, Sandy's doing very well here. Now, there's different levels. Sandy right now is on level 1. There's 4 different levels. Now, we've talked about the amygdala. The amygdala is the part of the brain where we store our emotional patterns. We want to get to a point when we go to a higher level. Now, the next level, we put Sandy on, you can relax your hand. It would be a little more challenging to stay in that green zone, which Sandy's doing excellent with on level 1. Now, the thing is, you want to start on level 1 because you want to see a pattern of success, because there's something about seeing you in the green zone and the high coherence zone that gives you a sense of, wow, I can do this. And then as soon as you get to a point where, to take a close-up of this or have a screenshot of this, but there's readings after you finish a session where you see how long you were in red, how long you were in blue, how long you were in green. Now for Sandy, she was only in the red zone for 9% of the time. And that is wonderful. Okay. Now if you see consistently, when you practice, if you're consistently less than 20% in the red, then you're ready to move to level 2. So there's 4 different levels. And level 2, it'd be a little more challenging to have that much, a little more challenging to just have that much red. Okay. So then consistently, then if you consistently stay in 20% or less for the level 2, you move to level 3. The deeper the level, the higher the level, the deeper the changes happen within your nervous system, so that you learn how to actually be more in coherence throughout the day. Okay. So that's the beginning of our HeartMath, how to use the HeartMath sensor. Hope that was helpful for you.